Team White. I've got Brian at center, Danny at point guard, Naomi at power forward, Kobe at shooting guard, and we've got Kano at small forward. Are you guys happy with this team? Yes or no?
Let's get it. We're about to get some dubs.
I love
Okay.
it.
Are you
lineup.
okay with everybody's position?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it works.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's roll.
On the other end, for Team Red, we've got Chris. I've got him at the 2 or 3.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Atlanta Hawks. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. So with Malone on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Free. Weber is out there with Ellis. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, Bird is out there with Parrish. Then it's Pierce. Then there's Brown. And it's Kuzi in at the point. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Here's Free. Pass to Westphal. Ellis with it. Drills the three-pointer. Ellis has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Hawks.
Such a good passer. I love Westphal making decisions for this team.
Ball's knocked loose. Not much in the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Atlanta ball.
And the rejection by Parrish. Now here's Brown. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The pass to Kuzi. Here's Bird. The shot will not fall. We're about 1 minute into the first. To the paint. Weber gets the bucket.
Comfortable operating close inside. Weber sizing up the defense there and understands how to finish.
Now here's Brown. Here's Kuzi. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. The shot's good from Kuzi.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Here's World B Free. Weber outside. Here's Westphal. And Weber throws it down.
Weber doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Count that bucket.
These are the kinds of shots that get Bird going. When he makes these contested shots, he enjoys talking some trash as well.
Weber outside. From outside, off the mark. The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Count it.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Larry Bird at the line with 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. You know, Stan, it seems like the Hawks have been close to taking that next step now for a couple of years.
It does, Kevin, but we're still waiting, unfortunately. There's talent there, but it hasn't translated into sustained postseason success.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else. And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
World B free gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
You've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Free. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Fires the three. Another three for Atlanta.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner. Finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Paul George is checked in for Paul Pierce. Moses Malone, he's checked in for Atlanta. Chris Middleton comes in for Ellis. Pass to Kuzi. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Kuzi's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Malone outside. Middleton outside. Over George. And he overshot that one, missing. The Celtics with the lead. 1:39 left in the first quarter. Kuzi passes to Parrish. Now Bird. Over Weber. And another basket for Boston.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Free. He has 6. Malone dishes to Middleton. Free passes to Malone. Count that one.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong. Free. Non-stop effort.
Bird against Weber. Pass to Westphal. Got a piece of it. George with the steal. Tries from 10. Here's Kuzi. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Bob Kuzi at the line with 1 shot.
You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, right?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Boston on top, up by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
They've got Bird. He's out there with Paul George. Parrish is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Kuzi in at point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson attacking. And the layup is good. Richardson's got his first basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's George. That shot off. The Hawks trailing. Now Richardson, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Kuzi can't hit. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And a lot of that was game plan. Putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
That was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Brown outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 6 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Gilmore passes to Richardson. Kicks it to Middleton. Poked away. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 6 in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Parrish outside. Pass to George. Left side, Brown. Outside, George. From the arc. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Gilmore passes to Richardson. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The pass to Gilmore. Hawks passing it around. And here we go. Bird heading to the hoop. Good D by Weber. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Knicks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Here's George, and the foul called on Larry Bird. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Here's Kuzi. 11 points in the game.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Westfall. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Brown outside. And here's Bird for 3. The rebound by Westfall. The Hawks trail by 3. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Good work there as it goes. Richardson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's for three. Atlanta with the rebound. The feed to Ellis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. A unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college, he's been overseas. As a head coach, he's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Hurd. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Richardson the pass to Ellis. Kicks it out to Richardson. From past the arc. Bird pulls it in. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kuzi. He's got 11. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. To the middle. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Bird way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
Thanks very much with Quinn Snyder.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They came together in the second period and managed to claw their way to a 1-point lead. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when they drop it like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the Celtics with possession here. They trail by 1. So with Malone sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Free out there with Richardson. Then it's Weber. Then it's Ellis. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
Here's Gilmore. He gets that one. Gilmore's got 6 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Robert Parrish at the line with 1 shot.
Free throw good, Parrish. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Feeds to Weber. And he uses the glass on the layup. Weber's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Round down low. Parrish kicks to Pierce. Lock at 6. Fires it up. Here's Bird. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin the second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
Look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
Pass to Weber. Here's Westphal. He's covered by Brown. Kuzi passes to Pierce. Bird way outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Passes it to Westphal. Pass to Gilmore. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. In fourth, the Celtics.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
Kuzi passes to Brown. Rebound by the Hawks. Weber's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Over to the wing.
Boston foul. Robert.
The Hawks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The line for the Hawks.
The free throw drops for free. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Malone's checked in for the Hawks. Marion comes in for Ellis. And Freed drops them both. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Redick dishes to Pierce. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuzi. Here's Bird. The 17-footer goes down. 16 points for Larry Bird.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Right wing. Kuzi passes to Parrish. That one goes in. Parrish has got 9.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's World B Free. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Free's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And you can bet they weren't expecting that kind of a flashy move out of him, but that spin worked to perfection.
Redick passes to Parrish. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Westphal, covered by Redick. Malone trying to break free. And Westfall gets it to go. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Free passes to Marion. 6 on the shot clock. Pierce with the steal. And the pass to Cruzy. Shoots over Weber. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Hawks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Free passes to Marion. Just 5 on the clock. Over Pierce. Pierce with the steal. Inside, Bird. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. Bird's got 6 in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Westfall passes to Free. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
They just can't defend Free tonight. It has that soft, high-arcing jumper to pummel you from the outside, as well as that 44-inch vertical to throw it down if you get too close.
Here's Pierce. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Hawks leading.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
George with the steal. The finish. Drops in the breakaway lane. George has got 5.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. 6 ahead, they lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, the final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
It's the start of the 4th quarter.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Pierce. Bowen is out there with George. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Eaton in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Coming on to the floor for the Hawks, Bob Medalicki.
Celtics trail by 3. Bowen the pass to Eaton. Whiteside with it. They get a hand on it. Outside, George. And he nails that one right through the net. George has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Celtics. Ellis the pass to Gilmore. Here's Free. And Boston with the rebound. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Bowen. Back to George. To take the lead. The shot, no good. Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Here's Free. Passes it to Gilmore. The 19-foot shot. World B. Free gets the bucket. Free's got 19 points.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Hits it down to Middleton. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Outside, Pierce. Here's Heaton. And Ellis with the block. To the inside. Here's Nedolicki. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Personal foul.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
1 shot.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside, George. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. True on the 14-footer. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Ellis outside. Pass to Gilmore. Now the pass to Westfall. 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. And that's collected by Bird. Bird's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And that one's good by Pierce.
Yeah, how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, World B. Free.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldrin.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Timeout called the Celtics.
Give a big round of applause for Celtics Entertainment.
Atlanta making a switch here. Weber's checked in.
Chris Webber.
So it's the Celtics now. 4-point game. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Gilmore passes to Weber. Over Bird. Count it, and the foul. It's on Larry Bird.
I like to see Weber showing that mental toughness and stepping up for the big shot.
Shooting for Atlanta, Chris Webber. 1 shot.
Weber, no good on the free throw. Boston has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to.
Down low. Fades. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Pierce. Bird finds George. Back to Bird. Brown outside. Pass to Pierce. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Atlanta's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Weber. Great D that time from Bird.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
Brown outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Gilmore's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Weber kicks to Ellis. Pierce with the rebound. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on his second chance points.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Celtics making a change here. Here's World B free. Count it!
World B free.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
3-pointer, Bird. No good that time. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Weber, the pass to Gilmore. Here's Westphal. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. It drops.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, but if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 1. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Paul Pierce, second personal foul, 4th team foul. Shooting for Atlanta.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
shoulder. You know I walk in, working my shoulder.